Hmm. Good day, everybody. I want to speak on this Okuama and Okoloba issue because I've done my findings, or I did my findings. Before I jump into this, I want to categorically state that I condemn the killing of the Nigerian army, the military men that died. I totally condemn that act. It is unacceptable and that is unlikely my people's acts. Yes, from my findings, yes, they did it. That particular crime was committed. But what led to that crime being committed? So, this is what I found out. So, first of all, um, I'm at just if you want to find out about this whole thing too, just type Okuama, just as you can see on my screen right now on your Facebook. Then you click on this video from Wado Aproko. Let's hear what this army have to say, and I will speak on them to tell you what.
Extent to do for people that came on a peaceful means, then there's something that goes beyond that. I know him, the CEO himself, Lieutenant Colonel Ali, of recent, because we have emphasized we want the oil production of Nigeria to increase so that we will be able to have enough foreign exchange and then things can really go down because we all know the challenges we're going. And so he insisted that all illegal activities within the general area must stop. So he directed all his troops and they were stopping all this illegal bunkering, stopping all these things. And then these are the people benefiting from it. And so when this issue came, I think it came as an opportunity for them to also do away with him. And that's exactly what happened. We know who did it. We're following up on him, and it's just a matter of time. We're sure we're going to get him. Because they took away again arms. We must get those arms back. We must get those guys so that they can be prosecuted accordingly. The CEO himself.
Okay, the army said they know who did it. Yes, we agree. You know who did it, and he also said that they took out those military men because he was trying to stop the oil bunkering. So I don't want you to hear from my own words. I want you to hear from the horse's mouth.
An
So
Okoloba fight.
so first of all, let me go over to the previous video this person dropped. So this is the first one that spoke about the issue.
Some of una wey no know wetin happen for this fight. Una go dey say Okuama kick bucket, Okuama find Nigeria army problem. Una no know wetin happen, una go just dey talk. We dey fight with the neighboring community. The neighboring community they go call army come. The army give them uniform. They come our town, carry 3 people, carry them go. They slaughter them. Nothing happen. Nobody talk. We now we call lay ambush. We come balance. This same army that they come again. We come visit the same army where they carry come to go kill our people. Now they still they come. We no grief for them. Now we enter them. We slaughter them. Now they blame us say now we find army problem. We get problem for the same 2 community. When I go bring army come to fight for now, they carry our 3 people go, they kill them, we no talk. Now we don't react now that they say we find Nigeria army problem. Now no go hear what happen before I go talk. Come, anybody no talk what you no. This matter na very serious matter. Things don't go down now. Where they allow themselves say that they wear Nigeria army, they go do this rubbish. Now I see the blame. Now where they give Nigeria army to people, maybe the army uniform to people, maybe they wear around. They do nonsense. Now I see the blame. I say godly. When I with the army, they go just call now. Say Shema call now, or one big man call now, we just they respond to call. Without proper investigation, I go just the waka anyhow. We carry waka because they go give on our money. On ourselves, man, this is the one on ourselves. No be all call with the call and I go the waka. And I go investigate issue before I go the waka.
Okay. You heard from the horse's mouth what happened. But then if you go through the comment section, this is an eyesore because you begin to see how senseless a lot of people are. Like they are not really concerned about justice for anybody. All they are concerned about is how the army should level the whole community down. That's their major concern here. So now he said this is his own personal account, and this was the last video he said he was going to make pertaining to this issue.
This one, now be my last video when I go do concerning this Okuama and Okoloba fight. Okuama and Okoloba, they get land issue. The land issue, small crisis called a day. Oh now, we be Ijaw people. We federal government give power to the bomb buckery, to the bomb diesel, and they cook. They use the same army, they escort their own, they go sell. They betray their own blood. That man, he go use the army, carry people from Okuama community. 3 people where they carry, they slaughter them. Now, they come back to come carry community leaders. And I know very well, say, once the community leaders are captured, the youth are powerless. The action take place. When they make comments, say, now peacekeeping, all those army come. Point of correction, no army come for peacekeeping. They fight in favor of Tompolo, because Tompolo have ordered them to do so. When they say, make I show my face, all these are comments, when they comment, now just ordinary written. Now writing, or just the write. If I don't feel talk to for this my land, you know get where I go when I go talk to, when I go believe am. Now this video will be the last video when I go do. My papa, a retired captain for this Nigeria.
Okay, let me stop this video here. So you can hear from the horse's mouth here what happened. One, they did not deny the fact that they committed that gruesome act. And now, he's laying an allegation that the person who led those army, the major or the colonel who led those particular soldiers to the community, were the same people who came to the community to pick those 3 youths from the community and taken to the community they had issue with, and those people were slaughtered, they were killed. Oh, you don't believe me if those people were actually killed? Okay, now let me take you back to a video that was posted
go for peacekeeping
in January, because this issue has been on for a very long time. So let me take you back to a video that was posted in January 25th. January 25th. Okuama versus Okoloba. And the governor was tagged. Delta State government, the Nigeria police was tagged. The Nigeria army was tagged. Then the Urhobo Progress Union was also tagged here. So now, and they said, and all relevant agencies should quickly step in to prevent crisis between Okuama, Ewu-urphie village. Urhobo means river. Urhobo community in Ughelli South local government, and Okoloba Ijaw community in Bomadi local government. Let's treat it as urgent for the sake of lives and property. So this thing has been ongoing like for years, and let me just play this video. And because this particular incident that led to the killing of this army happened on the 14th of this month. That's March, this very month, March. So, and this is January 25th, meaning that a lot of things has been happening underground that people don't know about. So let's hear from this particular man that did this video.
I said nobody there they come. They start to beat me. Say if
Let me take it back.
I global people, 3 people,
I'm taking this video back to zero so that you can hear everything from the start.
I dey work for place. Now global people, 3 people, they come bury me with gun. They come ask me whether I be a Urhobo man. I say I not be a Urhobo man. Now they say me I dey lie. Say how many people there they can? Say nobody there they can. They start to beat me. Say if I not talk the truth, say Urhobo person there they can, they could kill me. They beat me with crash, so they carry me go reach Okoloba. All my body now, they hurt me. All my body, they put and break finish. Now the shame I could say, if like say I be a Urhobo man, say they for kill me. Say any Urhobo person when they for see for the bush, make they kill her. Say God now save me. Now maybe people come for the community because say me have a Kabama. Now they can't set me free. Now why they say all my body here? I no fit raise my body. Na
Wait,
side na me I do.
your name, sir.
My name Aboski. They start to beat me. Say if I not talk the truth, say
So now you can also hear from this Calabar man who said he was working in a camp in the villages, one of those villages, that he was being attacked by three Okoloba men with a gun on his head, and he was asked if there was an Urhobo man in that camp. So what's the point here? The point is now is they are not looking for the people from Okuama community. They are now making it a general thing. Now they are looking for Urhobo people, whether the person is from Okuama, from any village of Ukama or Susuhie, it doesn't matter to them as long that the person is an Urhobo man. They want that person dead. So I don't know. This is becoming a general act. A general act. Like, why am I saying this? Because I have a right to speak on this because I'm also from the riverine area, and this Okuama community is just a stone throw from my own community. So because whatever is affecting Okuama community, if not checked, we also move to my community, because times and times without numbers, they've had issues with my community long ages before now, even far back, even in the early 90s. They've had issues with my own community. So now they've moved to another community. And what am I saying here? That if this thing is not being checked properly, like, you can see now that this whole thing is being one-sided. They are now making it a tribal war, no longer a community war. Or should I say a tribal crisis? No longer a community crisis. Because it is a two community thing, Okuama versus Okoloba. So I don't see why they are now making it involving the whole tribe as a whole. Telling this man right here that, assuming that is an Urhobo man, that he would have been dead, that they would have killed him. So can you see what's happening here? So this is no longer a community crisis, but they are trying to generalize it to make it a tribal crisis. See, I know a lot of my Ijaw friends and people I look up to politically, academically, and socially and otherwise will be very angry with me if, like, to see me speak on this issue. But no, yes, you are very, very free to be angry. You are very, very free. In fact, you have the freedom to be angry. Because I'm so pained right now. It doesn't have to be my community, but for the sake of humanity, you and I, most of these my job friends and leaders I do talk about, we live here in the north, and we see how the north they treat themselves as brothers and sisters, and they look after themselves. And we, not me now, you and I, we have never seen a situation where bandits or Boko Haram or terrorists or Fulani herdsmen or Fulani militias attack the militaries. Have you ever heard of them burning down any community? But why are you still making use of these same military men to fight your own brothers, to kill your own brothers? That is what I cannot accept. Like I said earlier on, that I condemn that gruesome act. And if you listen to that guy, they said that they thought it was still the same set of people who came to carry their community members they killed. They thought it was still the same people that were coming, that they had to attack them. So which means they accepted that they committed that crime, which is a crime actually. But now we need to look above this crime now and look into the real issues now. What are the real issues now? The real issues now is that the army in the south, in the creek, they have been used to perpetrate their own acts. Like the guy said, that they are bombing bunkering activities, but yet they are doing this, they are still committing the same crime, using the same military to escort their own product to sell. Because one we always ask, like, what is a like so high ranking officer doing in that community? Like, is a peacekeeping mission, you said, quite all right, if we agree with you. So why is the governor not informed of the peacekeeping meeting? The local government chairman of Ughelli South, which that Okuama village belongs to, and also the commissioner of police in Delta State. If I haven't played the video to you, like the
Last year, we enjoying peace in
this
Delta
is
State,
this is my
and
governor.
we commend all the security agencies.
This is my governor who came to address like Delta State Governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Ubowori at the presidential villa to brief Mr. President. Yes, he came to brief Mr. President that yes, it was at Bomadi local government that it was being briefed about the whole issue. But as a governor, you could not visit the Okuama village that genocide is happening right now, that the villages is being burnt down. Yes, we know these people committed that crime, but what about the innocent ones there that knew nothing? The children, because I learned that children have been killed there, that the whole community is being deserted. So, and the commissioner of police in Delta State,
But
with
Our
profile of
assessment, you will recall that
with profile of Arise TV, is saying that it doesn't have access to that community because the soldiers have taken over the whole community. So how can you be saying that as a police commissioner in Delta State, you do not have access to the community because soldiers are there? So you cannot ascertain or give record of what the soldiers are doing there, aside burning of those villages, the houses, and killing of those people that are still there. And I still believe people are still held hostage there because one, the governor did not even visit the community. He said because the only accessible road or the only access to that village is by water. Yes, my village used to be like that. My village was only accessible by water. The only bridge that was built to my village, it was done because they found oil in my village. Assuming crude oil was not found in my village, that means even till this very day, there will be no bridge, there will be no road, there will be no access to my village by road. So that's the same thing that's happening by this Okuama now. So now you guys went there, burnt down the villages, no investigation, nothing. Now this people said, yes, we committed this crime. Yes, you need to look for those people that committed this crime. But please, the innocent ones there, they must be freed. That is what I'm standing for right now.
Okuoma and recent.
So now,
because we have emphasized we want the oil production all over community.
So what this general is saying here,
so that we'll be able to have enough foreign exchange and then things can really go down.
Partially, but
we all know the challenges we're going.
So you can check this guy's page, Ruben Baru, because when he's saying this, because for you to come out boldly, because I know if I don't know if he's still alive by now, because the Nigeria that we are in a democratic settings like Rufai have said with the Commissioner of Police in Delta State, that see in a democratic setting, in democracy, that the army can actually go to any village without any investigation and burn down the village, kill women, fathers, children, just as they deem fit, no investigation. So with this guy coming out boldly to say that yes, they committed this crime, but this is the real issue and this is the truth about the whole thing on ground. So at this particular junction, Tompolo needs to be investigated. If it is not the failure of the Nigerian government, why will a civilian be given a surveillance contract to guide pipeline? So let's put it now. So don't you think that person, like having Tompolo, don't you think he will use that particular power he has to fight his enemies? So let's look deep into this issue. We all know we all love money. And they said everyone has a price. People can be bought. Sorry, like the way I'm sounding, because I'm really pissed off. I'm so angry right now. Like a thing like this is ongoing. that the president cannot set, and even the National Assembly cannot set a urgent committee to look into this thing. The next thing, without any committee to investigate the matter, without no investigation, just a one-sided story, the Nigerian military from Warri just took off and they went over to Okuama village and they burnt down the village and killed whosoever that was left there. I don't know if people were still being held hostage with no investigation. Is this still a democracy? Please, you people can do that in the south, do that in the south, do that in the southeast. Why are you guys not doing the same thing in the northeast? In the north here, why are you guys not doing the same thing? This is Kaduna here. Bandits are still over the place. Fulani militias are still over the place. Terrorists are still over the place. You guys, what? They have been gunning down Nigerian military men for years now. Why can't you guys flush these guys out? The way you are taking the matters in the southeast and the south very serious. I want you guys to take this same matter in the north very serious, the same way. Why are you treating us with what the Operation Crocodile Tears in the southeast and the south? Then you are giving the north Operation, should I call it Operation Water Splash? That nobody's no. So this is really annoying, and the President Tinubu and the governor of Delta State need to step in, because I don't understand what the Nigerian military is still doing in that village, because they've burnt the village. So what are you people still doing there? So, and now the commissioner of police in Delta State are telling you that they can no longer access that village. They cannot access it because the military is still there. So what are you saying? So when all the damage has been done, that's when the police cannot step in to do damage control. So this is not right. This is not proper. So I rest my case on this.